My name is Dr. Father Paul Ngayomela. I belong to the Precious Blood Missionaries province of Tanzania. I came to know this Catholic scholarship program for Tanzania by then through Father Arcadius Mapinduzi. This is among the first beneficiaries of this scholarship. Father Arcadius Mapinduzi belongs to my congregation of the Precious Blood Missionaries. So by the time when I was working as an Gaspar referral and teaching hospital in Itigi, Singida, I wanted to go for postgraduate. So it was, I was searching here and there for the scholarship. Then I remembered this priest studied in through this scholarship, and he was among the active alumni by then. So I told him, how can I get this scholarship? So he told me that normally they give their announcement starting from March, April every year. So I told him, please, if you find the announcement, share it with me. So it's the time when he shared that announcement, the advertisement with me. And I remember I was attending a business assembly meeting in Dodoma when I got that information. So I had to write a letter requesting humbly for their scholarship. Lucky enough, I was shortlisted to go for interview. That was in July 2017, there in Msimbazi Center. So I went to where a lot of candidates, but God was on my side by then. So I was among who were lucky to get this scholarship. I remember, apart from lay people, we had some religious nuns and religious sisters and brothers and priests, but very few were selected by then among the 300. I remember when it was about 30 something. Now, in this scholarship of Catholic scholarship, when you are selected to this scholarship, every year during the holiday, they normally prepare 1 week seminar, whereby you are trained to be good leaders, to promote Catholic values wherever you are. And becoming a leader according to scholarship, that means not because I now have to become a HOD or becoming, no. Everywhere you are planted, you have to bloom by being an exemplar. First and foremost, discipline, Catholic values, other values that you as a human being. So every day you have to be a role model in whatever you're doing, you see. Because leadership is showing the way. Leadership means servant leader, serve the people. That's why wherever I am, I have to put first and foremost these values, not through talking, but by the practicability of commitment. So we are trained in all 3 years. When I went through this postgraduate course, 3 weeks in 3 years, different training we received. Remember in Bagara, then sometimes we went to Boko, to Carmelite Sisters, where this program were conducted. So I was there. And I was lucky enough all the time when I was there during the during holidays when we were going these seminars. I was appointed as a chairman of the seminars to my fellow candidates. So really I thank them because they sponsored for my studies. Now I'm serving the society as a servant leader. I've said because of the Catholic Scholarship Self Program, nowadays next generation leadership program for Tanzania. Next, the leadership program, that component of leadership is there. And I've said the leadership which is spoken here, it is a servant leader. As Jesus himself says, if you want to be greater among this, you have to be greater in terms of service. You have to save. You see, you have to save. Being practical, save. On this concept of leadership and what I want to promote over here is that concept of servant leader, service. Wherever I work, I have to show that component of leadership, servant leadership, servant, the stretch to be the servant. Service comes first and foremost. Other things comes next. You see, that's why I'm talking about the practicability of commitment, servant. Because as I said before, my interest was becoming a surgeon. But after seeing the great need of the pregnant mothers, whose emergencies are always fatal if you don't intervene them timely, then the service, timely service, dedication should be there. So wherever I'm working, I have to show the spirit of dedication, the spirit of service. Other things come first. And you know, we praise the religious. The salary does not belong to us. It belongs to the congregation. It belongs to our religious, dioceses. For us, we have to serve first. So that concept comes there. And another thing, because nowadays the science has grown, the hospital is trying their best to promote this field of laparoscopic surgeries. You see, previously it was called minimal invasive surgeries. Nowadays it is minimal access surgeries. And I'm also the focal person in our department. And I think the administration of Bugando, from our Director General Dr. Masaga and others, they are doing their best, really their best, to make sure that the new invention now it becomes available in Bugando Hospital as well. Not only in our department of obstetric and gynecology, but even on the surgery, general surgery, also they do these laparoscopies surgeries. And this is my interest, to learn more on these minimally access surgeries. I am among the beneficiaries of this program. Okay? I'm among the beneficiaries of this program. And many religious brothers and sisters also wanted to learn the way how I have learned. But they cannot go for further studies because of lack of funds. So actually, I would like to call upon this program, the next generation leadership program, now to extend their scholarship back, especially on the side of the medicine, so that we can have more doctors, more nurses to go and work on the side of the church institutions, which are remotely located. Because my experience, most of the Christian faithful who got the chance to go for further studies, soon after they finish off, they go. They don't want to stay in those remote areas. Comparing to we, religious, as I've said, we are servant leaders. We are ready to go and work anywhere. I remember in the Great Jubilee, that was 2000, we Precious Blood, you went to visit the Pope, and the Pope told us that you are the religious international congregation. For you, I have only one call, just one request. Please go, be ready to go and work in those areas where others are not ready to go. You see, those areas where others are not ready to go. So I'm sure, because the church covers most of the remote areas, so it's better through this scholarship to sponsor many religious leaders, so that they can go and be servant leaders in those remote areas where others cannot go. Yeah, actually, from the few I know who were sponsored by this, many of them are managing very well this institution of the church, and many of them are working this institution of the church, apart from working also in other places, and they're doing their best. For example, I am also among those. I'm working here as a clinician specialist in the university as a lecturer. Okay. Also, we have the examination officer, Miss Angelina Omuyanja, working there. Okay. We have the radiologist, Brother Eli, he is also working here. Also, we have also Father Nuru here, just around here, now doing his degree in pharmaceutical services. You see, so I'm sure through we who are few who are advantageous to this program, if we have many, we can serve with widely the society. So if possible, the podcast can sponsor much on the side of medicine, okay, so that you can have many. Remember, after some times they are a bit stopped to serve this field of medicine, because I know it is expensive, the courses are a bit longer comparing to others, but what is the impact we bring to the society? It's a very, very, very good impact.
My name is Dr. Dismas Matovelo, the department chair of the obstetrics and gyne at Bugando Medical Center and the KUHAS. For us, we have been a beneficiary, some members of the department have been beneficiary for the program for next generation leadership program, in which one of our member, Dr. Father Paul Ngayomela, has been sponsored in that program. And speaking on behalf of the OB-GYN department, this has been impactful in terms of, we have seen Dr. Father Paul Ngayomela growing up in his career, first as a resident, but then graduating as an obstetrician and gynecologist at Bugando Medical Center, but also as obstetrician and gynecology in the Lake Victoria zone and in Tanzania. And Dr. Father Paul, as a beneficiary, he has grown as a specialist, because now he is working at the capacity of assistant head of department. So from graduation almost 1 to 2 years ago, reaching at the capacity of assistant department chair. That's for us is an achievement which next generation leadership program has been able to contribute, because for us, so we envision Dr. Father Paul as a future department chair. So for us, his training, his scholarship has been so fruitful and contributory, because imagine Bugando Medical Center, the department only has 17 specialists, only 17. So the program had been able to contribute at least to one person adding to that number. And the hospital, Bugando Medical Center, has a catchment, provides services to a catchment population of like I think 20 million. So covering like 6 regions in the Lake Zone. So sponsoring Dr. Father Paul into the program and later on graduating and now providing clinical and administrative services, I think for us it's so impactful. But apart from providing administrative as assistant head and the clinical services, we've seen Dr. Father Paul becoming a champion in terms of providing minimally invasive surgeries, because the hospital, like 2 or 3 years back, the hospital had invested to buy laparoscopic equipment, so that the clinicians or the surgeons can move away from providing invasive surgeries and move towards non-invasive surgeries. And Dr. Father Paul had been working on behalf of the department to make sure that vision of people going into various subspecialties is realized. So he has been a champion in that minimal invasive surgeries. Yeah, as I've said, like currently Dr. Father Paul is working as an assistant head of department. And personally, I've been away for like 6 months. I just came like 1 month ago. But when I was leaving the department to him, frankly speaking, majority of people thought he can't. But I said, that's how he's going to learn. There's no time when he's going to learn leadership skills if he's not like, if we don't give him responsibilities. So I was away for like 5-6 months, but Dr. Father Paul proved the majority of us wrong. So I would say he has the leadership skills, he has the because like as a leader you need to have, apart from the administrative skill sets, you need to have like organization skills, but also problem solving skills, but being able to unite members of the department. And when I came back, he has done a lot of things which I didn't believe he couldn't, and I thought he would be probably asking me while I was like, because where I was, like, it was 10 hours difference from here. So by the time they're at work, I'm sleeping. But I think he performed very well. So I think he has all the attributes, and there is so much potential with him. So actually we've been like even discussing, by the time my contract expires, he is supposed to take up the law. Yeah, I think because for us we are mainly working around the maternal health related issues, and these are priority areas for the KUHAS as a university, Bugando Medical Center as a hospital, as a tertiary hospital within this region, but also the government. So for me, I would say there is still work to be done. You have just set the foundation. The house is not yet built. So next generation leadership program, I'll advise kindly, if there is opportunity for more funding, if the resources allow, there is a need to support. Because there are times where, like, somebody might think 17 is a huge number, but you know, catchment population of 6 regions. There are times here only 2 or 3 members of department remain. All of these are in different regions. Because like Bugando as a tertiary hospital is supposed to mentor the region, is supposed to mentor the district hospital. So there are times where all these members will be like scattered on different regional hospital and district hospital. So the number is not enough. So I'll ask the next generation leadership program to support more people, especially the young ones, so that they can be able to provide the services to women and newborn and the other sectors in the health program.